we're a bit late on the trending topic, so just bear with us, because we might throw one or two in that have just popped up, because when we put these together, this was at around about 5:30, 5:45. So yeah, they are a little outdated, but let's talk to what we have anyway, SK. The first one, Trump's COVID. I don't even see it on the trends list anymore, but that was a big one overnight, and it was all about, Joe Biden, as you know, the US president, has just come out of having COVID, and he made a big statement and saying, he was basically mocking Trump and saying, you know, when my predecessor got COVID, he was taken to hospital by a helicopter. When I got it, I worked solid for 5 days. And they're just making a mockery of, you know, in terms of just how Trump handled COVID, how Biden's handling COVID, and just saying that he just really is, they're taking political digs at one another, but it's quite a big one if you go and look at that. You can imagine.
That was even so surprising. Like, why did we even have to go there? Like, for real.
Politicians
how petty are we?
Well, politicians will go anywhere. You know that. You know that.
But I must say, so Joe Biden, look at me, 5 days, I kicked this thing. You had to be taken in a helicopter. Like, wow, okay.
And I think he's trying to push a point forward. He's basically saying, and if you remember back to Trump's time, you know, he was talking about, you know, don't wear this mask, it's ridiculous. Inject, what was it? He was saying, a sanitizer at one stage.
And don't remind us.
I remember, don't get vaccinated, get close to people, pretend COVID is a hoax, forget about these lockdowns, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And then, of course, Biden taking a great dig. So, and remember, presidential campaign's coming up, eh? And Trump is a nominee, right, for the Republicans. So, yeah. Anyway, DJ Spoo.
Yeah. So, DJ Spoo, was this an award that he had received? I mean, it's about that, but also people are raising concern about DJ Spoo's general appearance. And, you know, so many congratulating him on what he has achieved, you know, quoting him. He's had some very quotable quotes over the years, talking about how everybody should have a side hustle, every South African and every South African family, and many people echoing those sentiments. But of course, that picture, you know, people saying, well, he's looking completely unkempt, and, you know, this is not how you want someone who is espousing black excellence to actually appear. So those two kind of sentiments being expressed.
All right. So yeah, that was a big talking point over that one. So, all right, DJ Spoo, one of the trending topics we saw, and then of course Hlophe is another trending topic, and I think that this was related to the JSE finding Hlophe guilty of gross misconduct and why the body wants him suspended, the importance of his suspension, a whole bunch of questions all around this, and many talking to why Hlophe is being removed. Just one tweet I'm reading.
Well, why the recommendation
for him to
be removed?
Indeed.
Because, and I think they also came out at the JSE to explain that the decision was arrived at without the consultation of the parliamentarians who form part of the JSE.
Okay, well, there you go. So that's there's lots talking to that one. Advocate Tefo as well, another trending topic. I saw a picture or a photograph about Tefo in a police uniform doing the rounds. I'm not too sure if that was what it was all about. It says, did you see that picture?
Yeah, but remember, he is a former police officer.
Exactly. So I don't know if that's what's making him trending. Did you see that one?
Yeah, it's that, but also he was on Podcast and Chill, I think.
Oh, say no more.
So, yeah.
All right, okay, we'll stop right there. Okay, no wonder.
Yeah,
that's why he's trending. There you go. We don't need to speak more about that. So, oh, there he is. I see him. He's got his cap backwards, sitting there with, okay, I got it, with Mac Cheese. So there we go. And then finally, here's an interesting trending topic for you now. Vogue magazine. And what happened with Vogue magazine is that Volodymyr Zelensky, his wife, it's First Lady Zelenska, I think that's how you say it, that's her surname. They posed for the cover of the Vogue magazine. And these are some of the photographs that have come out of it. So you can see that that's the First Lady posing with, obviously, it looks like female soldiers that are there at a site that's been bombed. She's on the cover of the magazine. A lot of the focus is on the First Lady. But people are saying, in the middle of a war, you have time to have a photo shoot with Annie Leibovitz from the Vogue magazine.
Now, and that's the question for me. In the middle of a war, you are, on the one hand, say you're on a call commanding your troops, you know, the Russians are advancing, take position here, there, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, on the other phone, you're talking about logistics for the Vogue shoot.
The magazine shoot of a fashion magazine, and that
Wow.
and that at the end of the day is not
Tone
sitting.
deaf.
Yeah, it's not sitting well. I mean,
Tone
you can't
deaf.
really imagine, you know, outfit changes and all of these kind of things taking place. It was at the palace. I think this is where they stayed. That was the last photograph. But just a lot of people speaking to this, and some of the U.S. Republicans, well, the U.S. Congresswoman. This was one that came out, and she tweeted after the image was put out, saying, "While we send Ukraine $60 billion in aid, Zelensky's doing photo shoots for Vogue magazine. These people think we are nothing but a bunch of suckers." That was one opinion. There are differing opinions. Some people love it, think this is great. You're really putting us again in the spotlight as to how bad it is. So, yeah. Anyway, there you go. Those are your trends.